Could the Queen actually be ready to retire? That scenario is being widely reported as the British royal family continues to deal with unprecedented controversy. British tabloids now reporting Queen Elizabeth may be preparing to hand over the reins to Prince Charles. Speculation is she would retain her title as monarch, but Charles would become a modern-day Prince Regent, allowing him to handle the day-to-day royal affairs. Of course, this comes as the royal family continues to grapple with Prince Andrew's scandal surrounding his friendship with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. For more, I want to bring in Richard Berthelson. He's CTV News' royal commentator. Richard, what's the truth to these rumors, in your opinion? And you know, why would the Queen, who seems to be very obviously regal in her way, allow a scandal to be the one thing that ends her career, as it were, as Queen?
Well, there's a lot there. I think we don't really know what the truth is there. There's a lot of speculation. I would say I myself felt that after the Duke of Edinburgh retired at 95, as he did, I thought it sort of set the way, and it was a bit of a trial balloon for maybe the Queen to follow suit in a few years, because she's about 2 years away from that now. The Duke of Edinburgh is 98. And I think the Queen would feel at a certain point that if she couldn't perform the duties to the full extent that she would like to do, that she would probably feel it would be appropriate for her to either make way for a regency or to out and out abdicate. I do think after the incident with Prince Andrew last week, I think we may be closer to that, because the situation has exposed the reality that many of us have been saying for some time since the Diamond Jubilee ended in 2012. The Prince of Wales is fundamentally running the family now. He is fundamentally making all of the major decisions. He has been delegated a lot of the travel, most of the ceremonial duties of the monarchy that the Queen can delegate. And it would be an untenable situation if he were to be really running the show more formally and in more tricky situations and yet not hold the title. So I think it does create a problem if that is the case, and if the Queen feels she no longer can do so. I think she would make way for him in one way or another. She has fundamentally, over the last 5 or 6 years, made way for a lot of the Prince of Wales to do the duties simply because she doesn't want to undertake the long-term travel, and she hasn't done since she turned 90.
Of course. And we haven't seen much of her husband, much of Prince Philip lately. How is he doing?
Well, that is a good question. I mean, I am very surprised that when he walked away that day after inspecting the Royal Marines in the forecourt at Buckingham Palace about 2 or 3 years ago, I thought we might see him from time to time. And I think with the exception of one Remembrance Day and the odd family wedding, he really hasn't been seen in public. I think he feels that if he can't look his best, and he was an incredibly attractive young man and middle-aged man and well into his 70s, he's still in very good form. I think if he feels he can't look his best, he doesn't want to be in public. So he has been keeping quiet at Sandringham House or at Balmoral and sometimes at Windsor. The Queen has joined him, I think, when it's possible, but that's another problem. The two of them are incredibly close. They've had a very close relationship, 72 years married. It is really unfortunate and unhappy that they can't be together all the time in this period of their lives.
Yeah. You know, and I wonder, when we look at the success of the show, The Crown, has that drawn many more people towards the history of the monarchy and the interest in it in its current incarnation?
Well, I think that's exactly right. I mean, there's a massive increase in Wikipedia searches on every aspect that The Crown covers, because, of course, let's let it be said, not everything in The Crown is absolutely factual. And so people are finding out things about their own history and about the history of the royal family they did not know, because we're still covering a period not even really well into the 70s right now on that show. But I think it has rekindled a lot of interest, and it provides another interpretation to some of the events that have taken place, some of the background to events that have taken place, the marriages that haven't worked out. It provides some of the background to that, and it surprises people, I think, about maybe some things that have happened before that we see happen now, and we think they're precedent-setting. They've really happened before in a lot of things. So I think it has rekindled a lot of interest in the history. I think the ongoing integration of the younger generation, the arrival of children, I think that is really what has sparked the most interest in the royal family. That is the coming up of the Cambridges and the Sussexes.
Yes.
And now, of course, we're faced with a change in sovereign in the years ahead.
Okay. Well, we do appreciate your insight as always, Richard. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Jennifer.